Hello, this is going to be another project share, and I made some more doctor bags from Simply Made Crafts, and also I use one of my other dies. Hold on. I also use another die for my charm. Sorry, I had to get the die. So with this one here, I like to switch up. I know I still have to do a tutorial on this, but if you can't wait until I'm able to create one, there's a couple on YouTube already that you can pull up. And again, this is who is this? Craft something, Stash something. I can't remember who I ordered it from, but just pull up doctor's bag here. Just pull that up, and you can find the YouTube channel where they actually show you how to put this die together. And then once you learn how to put it together, you can always find other ways to create it. And the main dies I always use, and not all the time, it comes with a good amount of dies here. It comes the two main parts, the two main dies that I use, and it's this one here. I just get the measurements for the top. Well, that's the bottom. The bottom, which is the larger part, and the top. And this is, I don't know how big this might be, 8.5 by 10 maybe. And I usually just, if I use 8.5 by 11, again, I just measure the top of the paper and the bottom, and I just use the 8.5 by 11. That's what I did with this instead of using this die, because this die is really not sturdy enough for me. And the main die I use is this die, the size that you will need. And only thing with this, I think I might have to get just a crease pad, because usually, thank God I double up on my purses when it comes to paper, because sometimes I have to tape one of the insides, the part that you don't see, because it does rip. So I usually just tape it together, and it works perfectly. And again, it works for me because I double up on my cardstock. And then I'm going to try maybe a heavier cardstock on this, so I'm still playing around with it. But again, whatever size paper I have on hand, that's what I use. But I just take the measurements from here, and then I just follow the tutorial that's on YouTube. So let me show you my project. Okay, this is my first one. This is my Disney bag. Now again, this is 8.5 by 11 size paper. So you need one for the front, you need one for the back, and then you also need some cardstock for the sides. So altogether, I think I used 4 8.5 by 11s, and then usually I double up. So technically, this is only 4, but usually I use 8 sheets of cardstock. That's only if I use the 8.5 by 11. But of course, by the 12 by 12, you probably can get more sides, more usage out of it. Here is that bracket die from my previous video that I used. So now it's a charm for this die. And I also use another die, and this is one of those extended dies. You definitely will need an extended plate for this one. And I just cut it in half. So I just cut it in half. So I was able to do one in the front. Once I cut it in half, I just extended it out. And also one for the back. And then I have a star embossing folder, and I just cut out some circles, and I used that. And I love polka dots with Disney, with any type of Disney project. And then I had this little fancy, I don't know where this die came from, but it was in my stash, and of course, can't go wrong with a bow. And my glitter little punch outs that I like to just give my project, that little extra something. So again, I'm using my extra pieces of glitter paper now on my projects. And again, I did the same. I just emboss the circles. And then to keep this closed, I used a paper clip just to keep it closed. And I just used glitter paper. And of course I use my favorite die, like always. And that's from Crafter's Companion. And here's that. Can't remember where did I can't remember where that came from. But here's the bow that I use. And here's the Crafter's Companion pieces that I use for the hand, not the handle, but the closure. And I love it. And again, I didn't use any type of Velcro to close it up. I just used the clips. So, and again, I love how this came out. Again, it's just not sturdy enough for me. But for a sample just to keep on my dresser or on a shelf, it's good. So I love the way this came out. Oh, let me show you the inside. Here's the inside. And so you can see the tape that I use for the inside. Like I said, once I double up on the paper and insert like a heavy type, well, chipboard or something in between the layers, you really can't tell. So again, I didn't make this one sturdy. I just wanted to play around again. And this is my favorite one. And then I also created a princess one. And here's my princess one. And again, everything is similar that I used for the Disney one. And I want to make this album die out of a charm, which I did. And I just used trim instead of the die for that. I used trim around the sides. And again, you gotta have so much fun. And I did the same clip. I used the clip for this one. And with this, it's just that the closure is a little off. It's not centered. So again, I just kept on going. You know, you really can't see it with the charm. So this one here came out really nice. Again, it's not sturdy the way I love it, but it still came out really nice. So these are my two that I used. These are my two projects that I finished. So stay tuned. I think I have 2 more videos. So again, thanks for watching and have a blessed one. Bye-bye.